What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, Hasbro just revealed a ton of new Transformers. Not ones that we didn't know were coming. We did see some of these revealed during one of those conventions a few months ago. I can't remember which one it was. And one of these is one of the new Amazon exclusives that I covered a few weeks ago that we would be getting, and some people try to pass it off as new scoops or whatever, but as per usual, TOPSPIN versus Spinister. Now this is going for pre-order tomorrow at the time of this recording, January 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, with limited quantities available at Hasbro Pulse. So looking at this 2-pack, there is a little bit different here. So Spinister comes with his Target Masters, and his color scheme is way different. His legs are now basically black, and his arms are dark blue. They basically kept the pink the same from what I can tell and remember, but all the other colors are different, and he has his Target Masters now, which is pretty cool. And TOPSPIN, I'm pretty sure it's the Diaclone colors to match his brother or twin or whatever that came out a couple years ago in the Wreckers subline. So that's pretty cool if you guys are into that. But I don't know, I kind of wish they just re-released the originals of those first before going into some Diaclone repaints that honestly not too many people probably care about. But hey, I mean, it's still cool that they made it. Not too bad of a 2-pack here. I may get this, I don't know, not sure yet. And now getting into some reveals that are even more delectable, we have Studio Series, Wave, I think this is Wave 2 for the year. All of these will be up for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time as well on Hasbro Pulse. And there's going to be a video dropping as well tomorrow on Hasbro Pulse's YouTube channel at 1 p.m. Eastern, where Nate and Evan do a deep dive into these figures in hand and talk about the features and accessories and stuff, which will be pretty cool. So we have Devastation Optimus. I've talked about this on the channel already. This figure looks terrible. 86 Jazz package refresh, not much to talk about there. I wish they did away with the clear plastic, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Now, Deluxe Wheeljack here from Dark of the Moon. Man, they did a great job. Now, it does look a bit cheap in terms of the paint. It looks like it's really lacking in that. The gray plastic that they used looks a little off to me. The vehicle mode looks great. I like that they're not using a bunch of clear plastic for the windows. But I don't know, it does look a bit panely and a tad bit cheap when you compare it to the original vehicle mode deluxe class from 2011. But I mean, it's just different times now. You really can't compare too much, but it does kind of suck a little bit. But those minor gripes I have, he still does look pretty great for modern day $25 deluxe. The accessories look pretty decent. And Ironhide here, Warford Cybertron, he looks pretty good. He looks better than Ratchet, honestly, in terms of just the overall look of him. It doesn't look as drab as Ratchet did with that off-white coloring and barely any paint. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did make a video on this like 2 months ago, how this Ironhide is lacking in a lot of paint details, but he still doesn't seem too drowned out and bland as Ratchet looked, even though I do really like that Ratchet figure. Paint all across the board in Studio Series is just really lacking in my opinion, but still looks great here with Ironhide. Shockwave reissue, much needed. I sold my Shockwave a few years ago, so I will probably be picking this up again. I love the little accessories he comes with. Still a great release 5 years later. And then probably one that is going to be the biggest talk of the wave behind Wheeljack, I'd say, Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus. Now, this is a release that we knew was coming and was revealed at one of those Comic-Cons a few months ago, but we didn't see clear images. And I gotta be honest, it looks good, but I feel like it looks worse than when we first saw those panel screenshots a few months back. I don't know, just the backpack and the way they handled the kibble on the legs. It looks like they really didn't learn too much of anything from the previous Knight Optimus Prime figures that Hasbro and Takara have done. I mean, they made a bunch back during those movies, Age of Extinction and The Last Knight. So I feel like they should have perfected it by now, especially for a modern day $55 leader class figure. But I feel like with all that said, it still might be the best mainline Knight movie Optimus we've gotten. Because, I mean, the backpack, maybe it's mistransformed in the product shots, maybe it's going to look better in hand once you pose it up better. And there has been worse kibble on the legs, like the original leader class. That was a lot worse with just the wheels hanging there and a bunch of other kibble right behind the legs. So it's not as bad, but at the same time, I wish they would have just condensed it a bit more, especially for the price and for this design being out there to use for Hasbro for over 10 years now. With all that said, it still looks great. I do like where the paint is, even though, again, it is lacking in some areas. Sculpted details look great. I'm really surprised that he came with the one of those swords that he used during Dark of the Moon, because he did use this really quickly in the movie. I think it was during the first fight between him and Galvatron. He used one of his arm blades for like a split 5 seconds or so. I don't think it was a handheld one, though. I think it was one that came out of his forearms more traditionally from the first 3. But nonetheless, I'm still quite surprised that he comes with that. So that's pretty cool, at least. And he has his shield, which it looks like it may do some sort of transforming, because it's like split into a couple pieces there. So that's going to be interesting to see. And of course, the Sword of Judgment looks pretty good from what we could tell. I mean, you can't really see it too well there, but it's going to be nice and long, pause, as you would like for a sword like this to be. But other than that, you know, I got some gripes with some of these figures, but this looks like it's going to be a pretty solid wave of Studio Series. Yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below, who from this wave are you most excited for? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email, if you guys want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or regular display shelves in your homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social media accounts, or you could just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!